Hello, my dears. I hope we are recording. I think we are. I am checking in. I want to congratulate all of you for writing your chapters, for getting your feedback, and letting us take you through this process. We have now formatted all the chapters into a book. It feels very much like it is all coming together. Your stories, we're fitting them together in the order that they flow in. And I wanted to give you an overview of the next phase, where we are getting all the behind the scenes things in place, but where you also can be setting yourself up to be really successful in the marketing and in the becoming an author. Whether this is your first publication or you've done this before, there is this preparation process because now you'll be the author of another book. So in the platform, there is a checklist. We don't want to take up a bunch of your time, and I know Ramonda is going to be offering you a lot of support in other ways. So I'm going to make this video as a way to walk you through the checklist that's there. So you, in your own time over the next couple of months, I know everybody has so much going on, but you know what could be done when you have a moment to pop in. So early promotion can be happening at any time, okay? Just making sure that your expert positioning statement, you're clear on who you are, who you help, how you help them, what you help them accomplish, and that you begin to be including this in your email signature. You say this when you introduce yourself. This is who you are and who you help. This simple statement is super valuable. We'll be giving you cover reveal information as that comes. We're doing all this back end stuff for you. It's on the checklists, things that you don't need to worry about. But I want you to think about strategy, building resources that are going to serve you forever and ever. This is not just purely launch and then we put it aside, because once you have a book out, it continues to be something that we attend over time. So you're not your story, but the value that you bring, what you offer, the transformation that you offer others, that's where I want you to put your focus. Coming back to the core question of who's your audience, where are they going for support and information, because those are the channels that you want to be visible in. Beginning to research other media platforms, journalists in particular, begin to make a list. Make your media kit. There's a link where we teach you what that is. I've even made a template for you on Canva. Your speaker one sheet, if speaking on podcasts, summits, stages, events, conferences, those event organizers are going to say, can I have your one sheet? You need to know what that is. What are the topics you speak on? Where else have you been speaking, etc., etc. So building some of those media kit resources so that when media comes to you, you are prepared. Connecting with Haro, Help a Reporter Out. It's a network of other reporters that are always looking for quotes and research. You can be beginning to show up, dropping a quote, connecting with other journalists in that space. It's a really great resource. I'm just reading through this so that you have some sense. Building relationships, connecting with your ideal reader, your ideal client, and journalists and other people in the field. It's really relationships that drive everything. That's the philosophy that we come from. There are, I'm sure, other people who have, throw money at ads. Our philosophy is building relationships, and there's lists of how to do that, how to pitch to the media, and so on. If you were in our presentation with Bianca Barrett, the Forbes journalist, she shared a whole lot about that, and she'll be coming back in the community in the new year in our summit. Thinking about the 90 days before our book comes out, which is at the end of February. So we're sort of December, January, February, we're in those 90 days, okay? Come back to the goals. Why are you doing this? Why do you want to be published? Why did you share this story? We have a bunch of resources for you in the form of courses, how to approach the media, how to craft an offer, how to map out the 90 days around the book launch and into the future. It's a quarterly template that you can use over and over again. Take the time now to think, what social media posts do I want to put out? What emails do I want to put out? let me start crafting those. We have some templates that we'll share with you sooner, sort of in the January timeline. But if there's things that you want to be sharing specifically, go ahead and do that. And then the launch team, I shared another resource with you earlier about what the launch team is, and I want you to be really clear about that. I have an alarm going off, excuse me. Bad timing. Somewhere in here there's an alarm. The launch team is super important. That's 50 people that you are going to call in and ask to purchase the book on the day that it comes out. You're going to ask them to review the book that first week. And you're going to ask them to help promote the book in their networks. Just share it on their social media platforms. I go into a lot of detail about that, and we have tons of resources for you about what a launch team is and how to get one. So I'm not going to go into super depth about it now. And then the week before and week after publishing, we're going to be posting. We're going to make sure that your Amazon author page is made and up to date. And then launch day, what do you post? We're posting a couple just reminders that today's the day. You remind your launch team, hey, if you haven't already, can you go ahead and grab a copy of my book, post on social media about it, and then celebrate, okay? And then once the book is out, and honestly, you're going to, we think of a book like a baby, right? Publish day is birth. And then how are we going to be showing up for this story? How are we going to keep this book in the awareness of our audience? How are we going to use the fact that we have, or really optimize the fact that we are now published authors to drive our mission, connect with our audience? What are you going to do weekly or monthly, certainly quarterly, so that the momentum that we've built to get the book out into the world, maybe it's a podcast, maybe it's a special offer, maybe it's just posting about your book. Here's the latest review of the book. Here's that. Okay, we've got all these strategies about how to keep your book just continuing to be relevant and build the momentum so that it gets you where you want to go, which is that first question on this page. Where do you want to go? What are the objectives? All right. I'm going to be coming into the community for a training later on, but I just wanted to give you this checklist to give you the big picture of things that are coming down the track, the really, really basics and essentials if you want to keep it skinny, some social media posts, a couple of emails to your audience, a launch team, and then the week of, we will get into how to promote the book at the end of February. But if the super skinny for now is, what do you want this book to do for you? And what do you want this book to do for its readers? And thinking about how you're going to show up to use your voice to make that happen. Okay? Sending you all my love. I will connect with you. Anytime you have questions, just drop them here or reach out to me personally, and I will be supporting you. We're really excited to be doing the back end, getting the book formatted, working on cover design, and we'll get that to you shortly once the title is confirmed. Cannot wait to help you and guide you through the last pieces of getting this book into its final form and into the hands of the people who need it. Happy holidays. Talk to you soon. Bye.